Pixel 3 XL. Is it still top-notch in 2019? Well, almost. So I've been using this phone for a couple of months now and I'm happy with it. Almost happy with it. If you look at it on the outside, it has everything that you want in a smartphone. 845, stereo speakers, the squeeze for assistant. Okay, not everyone wants that, but yeah, it's there. The two-tone back, which looks pretty cool in my opinion, and it has new materials. It was metal on the Pixel 2 XL, but it's glass now, so that's cool. Now we all know that this two-tone look comes from frosting the bottom half of the glass, which gives it a soft touch, but it's very prone to scratches. Mine already has a lot of scratches on it. Sure, you can wipe it off, but they will still be there. It will not be visible to the naked eye, but it will be there. But since it's glass, you can now use wireless charging, so evens out. It's now IP68 water and dust resistant, which is always welcome. Anyways, the button of the phone are tactile. The fingerprint reader is where it should be, the back of the device, but there's no headphone jack. It's so funny that Google mocked Apple when they removed the headphone jack back in 2016, and now they are just like them. I don't know what gives. Anyways, you can also use the Type-C dongle that comes in the box, but that's an extra thing to carry, which I personally don't like. So for this phone, I had to stick with wireless audio, sadly. And I have great wireless headphones, the Sennheiser BDNCs, link here. One more unnoticed feature of this phone is haptics. A lot of people won't talk about it, but the haptics on this phone are great. I still feel the iPhone has the best haptics out there. Okay, my LG also has got great haptics. So it's iPhone, LG and Google are on the same level. So yeah, great haptics on this phone. Now, if you look at it on the front, it has a 6.3-inch OLED panel, which does not have the blue tint or shift that the Pixel 2 XL had. This display panel is made by Samsung, and Samsung is arguably the best display panel maker for smartphones out there. It has a resolution of 1440 by 2960, which translates to an aspect ratio of 18.5:9. And yeah, there's a huge notch, which houses the two cameras, the second stereo speaker, which also acts as an earpiece, and is very loud. It distorts a tiny bit on the highest volume. And the other day, I was watching a video on Netflix. I put my phone like this, and after watching that video on Netflix, my fingers were numb. It's not a problem, but just a thing that I wanted to mention. Let's talk about the most controversial feature of this phone. It's not a feature. Let's talk about the most controversial thing about this phone, the notch. You can't overlook the notch. It's troll AF. And the worst part is, it does nothing extra, like the depth scanning on iPhone 10. It's iPhone 10, not iPhone X, so that's the depth scanning on the iPhone 10. It's just there for the heck of it. A lot of people nowadays are okay with the notch, but personally, I don't like the notch. I just hate the notch. Sure, it increases your screen to body ratio, but if you're watching YouTube videos, you zoom onto the video, there's a huge cutout right there, which obstructs your viewing. That's why even though this phone has a great experience, I still prefer to use my LG V30. Just symmetrical corners. So no notches for me. To sum it up for the display is top notch. No pun intended. One great thing about the Pixel is that it has the latest software and the latest security patch. So that's great. There is 4 GB of RAM, which is now overshadowed with all the budget phones with at least 6 gigs of RAM. But 4 GB seems fine to me. Yeah, I know I can't open a lot of apps, but a lot of people don't do that. It's just your usual Facebook or Insta, WhatsApp, some mails, a video player or Chrome, and a game occasionally, which is PUBG in my case. But recently, I've had app crashes from time to time. And app reloads are a common thing now. Sure, I stay on the same page, but I get this weird app refresh every time I open more than 5 apps, sometimes maybe less. But since it's a Pixel, we get great software features. For instance, Google Lens, the Now Playing feature, which tells you what song is playing in the background and keeps a history of it. Basically, it's a system-integrated Shazam. And last but not the least, the Google Assistant. Sure, every phone nowadays has the Google Assistant, but I still feel it works better on this phone. And yeah, there's one more feature that's call screening. So it's not available in India. What it does is gives you 3 options: answer the call, reject the call, or let the Google Assistant take the call. Coming to the battery, it has a 3430 mAh battery, and the battery has been good. I can easily get 1 day worth of use. And if you're a heavy user, there's also fast charging in it, as well as wireless charging. So yeah, fast charging is different and wireless charging is different. Wireless charging is not fast. I don't know why I'm mentioning that. Coming to the camera, it has a 12.2 megapixel Sony sensor with dual pixel autofocus and takes stunning images whether it's daytime or nighttime. Day or night. Daytime or nighttime. so good I can point at the subject, click a picture and forget about it. It's that good. Also, the sensor has become so good that you do not need to turn on portrait mode every time you want a blurry background. I don't know why I did that. So, but if you do turn on portrait mode, the edge detection is superb. To sum up the camera, it's like point, click, post on Insta, done. And on top of that, they have added few but very useful smart features. The first one being motion autofocus. So what it does is you can tap on a subject and it tracks that subject. So it gives me that much extra confidence that whatever I'm clicking will be in focus. The second is a lot hyped, that's Super S Zoom. It is okayish to say the most. And moving to the selfie camera, the Pixel has the best selfie camera of all the phones I've used. It's that sharp and the portrait mode on it is super awesome. Coming to video, it's good but not the best. I still feel Samsung or iPhone has the best video camera. But the stabilization on this is just super awesome, as you can see from this video. So, to answer my own question, is the Pixel still worth buying in 2019? Well, if your priorities are camera and software experience and you can overlook that ugly notch, go for the Pixel 3 XL. So, do you guys also have the Pixel 3 XL? And do you agree with what I have to say? Let me know in the comments below. And since you're commenting, hit the like button, share with a friend, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon. That's it for this video. This is Salim and I'll talk to you in the next one.